In a world of beauty, mystery, and wonder, much like our own, the myths of old have become regarded as just that, myth. Through human nature, progress, or the simple passage of time, mankind has become confused and in search of a story that best makes sense out of the world they inhabit. There is one voice at this time, a wise man, who seems to captivate the hearts and minds of all those around with stories and promises of freedom and peace. During this time, a man named John is born into a land of peace and prosperity, and in all things that he pursues, he finds success. But are things as they always seem at first glance without inspection? Questions of what is true and what is a facade arise within him and are left unanswered as civil unrest begins to brew. Torn between two sides and not knowing what is true, he constantly lives alone and on the run. But he cannot, in good faith, fully leave the conflict, for there is a duty within him. In his travels and in his hiding, he must fight both man, beast, demon, and himself, for he is always, and ever only, a step away from being the very monster he hates. In the story, The Wonderful Journey and the War Within, we follow a prideful man who is fearful and no hero as he discovers through both the simple and magnificent what is the truth. Perhaps there's more than can be seen. Is the source of conflict birthed from this suspected place, and are the foundations built upon just shadows? Through struggle, triumph, war, peace, loss, and love, the beauty of life is not discovered in the great searching, but in the honest living. Placed in extraordinary circumstances, it is through the very ordinary that he begins to understand the journey of life. With this realization and responsibility upon him, he begins to prepare himself for both the war without and the war within. Looking out over the horizon of life, he must decide what to do as the sun descends upon its setting.